Subscribe and download over 1 million code snippet including this tutorial from codegive.com, link in the description below. AWS Lambda is a serverless compute service that lets you run your code without provisioning or managing servers. It supports various programming languages, including Python. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to return status codes from an AWS Lambda function written in Python. AWS Account – ensure that you have an AWS account and access to the AWS Management Console. AWS Lambda – set up an AWS Lambda function. You can create a new function or use an existing one. AWS Lambda Runtime – make sure your Lambda function is configured to use the Python runtime. Open the AWS Lambda function in the AWS Management Console or use the AWS Command Line Interface, CLI, to create a new Python Lambda function. Below is a simple Python Lambda function that returns a status code. Replace the main logic with your actual business logic. In the example above, a successful execution returns a status code of 200, and an error is handled with a status code of 500. Deploy the Lambda function with the updated code. You can use the AWS Management Console, AWS CLI, or AWS SDKs for this. Replace your function name with your actual Lambda function name and provide the correct path to your deployment package. After deploying the function, you can test it through the AWS Lambda Management Console or using the AWS CLI. Replace your function name with your actual Lambda function name and adjust the payload accordingly. Check the output.txt file for the response. Returning status codes from an AWS Lambda function in Python allows you to convey the success or failure of your execution. Utilizing this information can help integrate your Lambda function seamlessly with other AWS services or applications. Remember to adapt the code to your specific use case and error handling requirements. ChatGPT